Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. Now, I did make a community post on kind of what my plans were going to be for the episodes that I was behind on because it's a lot of episodes, and I was gonna try and do reactions to everything, but there is just too much to be completely honest with you guys. I'm not gonna beat around the bush or anything like that, but the weekend's coming, a lot more episodes are coming. I'm just like, I'm gonna watch these episodes on my own time and just kind of make a quick roundup, I guess, on them, and to let you guys know that I'm caught up. So in case you guys are in my future videos and are like, where is this or where is that, I can kind of direct people back to this and kind of tell them what happened. But I was on vacation. I was in California, and of course, obviously, I'm back at my setup. I'm back uploading now. So yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of episodes. Like I can't even remember them off the top of my head. So I'm looking over here. I think there's like 7 episodes, maybe. Yeah, I think there's 7 episodes, six or 7 episodes that I was behind on. And what's not going to be included in here is the newest episodes of Ace of Diamond, Isekai Quartet, and Hanako-kun. I am going to do separate reactions to the newest episodes of those, so be on the lookout for that. But for this video, it's pretty much going to be Chihaya Furu Season 3 episodes 19, 20, Hanako episode 7, My Hero Academia season 4 episode 19, Haikyuu season 4 episode 7, Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken episode 8, and Dorohedoro episode 7. So like I said, a lot of episodes, but I'm going to try and get through it kind of as quickly as possible. I'm not going to have like super detailed analysis run through anything like that. It's just pretty much to let you guys know that I'm caught up. It's just kind of be like my quick thoughts and maybe some moments that stood out to me. So what we're starting off with actually is Chihaya Furu season 3 episodes 19 and 20. I bunched them together. I wouldn't have done that if I would have watched episode 19 obviously before I left, but I only managed to get to Ace of Diamond and Isekai Quartet because those come out on Tuesday. But these 2 episodes, man, like this is why I love this series, bro. This is why I love Chihaya Furu. Like, just so many great fucking characters. In SOooo, like, this is what I've wanted. I think this is what we've all wanted. SOooo backstory, man. And we finally got it. And this has made me, like, just look at SOooo in a different way than I did before. Like, 100%, man. Like, definitely SOoo's character has grew on me with this backstory. That's why I've been waiting for it so much, because I feel like I've been feeling like there's so much more there with SOooo. Like it's deep, and it is pretty deep. So we got the whole thing with Yukiko, like his aunt, the connection there, how SOooo grew up, right? Just how he didn't even pick up karate from the beginning. It was a bunch of other things that he had tried before that, before karate came along. But just also his eyesight, which Harada was trying to kind of play off of that in their final matchup, of course, going into like the later rounds. And just going into all of that with SOooo and his backstory in way more detail, obviously, than I'm describing. But it was just, it was phenomenal. And their final match, like Harada and SOoo's match, compared to Inokuma and Shinobu's, like, I really enjoyed that match a whole lot more. And I think I would say probably most people did, because that's the match that they spent more time on, which they were going for that, right? They were going for more of a SOooo focus. Like, they were setting up for the SOooo backstory and for us to get more of him. So I really did enjoy that match. Harada, like, he had to end it at the end of the fourth match, obviously, with that luck of the draw. And how that played out was crazy. Like, the last 2 cards, like, even the reader himself was like, shit, like, these were the last 2 cards. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it was that insane. It was that insane. But Harada had to win right there, or he was done. And we saw that because SOooo actually did end up winning, the luck of the draw in the 4th match. And then they went to the 5th match, and SOooo just kind of destroyed him, to put it bluntly. But Harada, man, I love this guy. Who doesn't love Harada? Like, his passion, that's why SOooo was enjoying the match so much, right? Like, that's why he was being tested, actually. Even when he was starting to take it seriously, at one point he wasn't even playing like how he normally plays. He did end up going back to how he typically plays, like at the end of the 4th match. But like, Harada was putting him up to it. That's why he was enjoying it so much. Like, to him it was fun. Like he was saying, he repeated that multiple times. I don't think he said it out loud. It was more so in his head. Like, he wanted to say that, but like to the announcer. But he was like, it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. Like, he repeated that multiple times. So that match was phenomenal. I loved what we had with Harada and SOooo. it was incredible, man. And they even gave Kitano a great scene that I do want to mention when he threw the cushion at him in the middle of the like the tension in the room, and then how that broke the tension was it was classic. It was great. And someone like him, in their past, for him to throw the cushion at him like that, and oh, it was great. It was a great match. And then on the flip side, Inokuma and Shinobu's, because like I said, SOooo did come out with his. Shinobu did end up winning. I love though the recognition that Shinobu gave Inokuma. Like it was kind of different than what we've saw before with Shinobu, and I think even a lot of the others were surprised with that and how she said to Inokuma that like the cards were opening up to her, that she is one with the cards as well, and that's why they allowed her to take them. So that was also another great matchup. They didn't spend as much time on it, to be fair. So I didn't really, expect it to be on the level of Harada and SOooO's match, but it was still great in its own right, But Shinobu did ultimately come up as the victor, and also you cannot forget kind of the impact that Chihaya had on Shinobu with this whole matchup as well. So yeah, great stuff with those matchups, and then the freaking bombshell they dropped on us in episode 20, dude, with Arata, showing up there and him in the middle of SOooO's press conference, which he was pulling a Russell Westbrook with the reporter. He was just giving 1 or 2 word responses, which is, I guess, classic SOoO, but he does remind me, I guess, of Russell Westbrook in some ways. If you guys are NBA fans, you know who I'm talking about, like with his interviews and all of that. But Arata comes in, right, and he's like, don't quit, don't retire, like, I'm coming for you. That shit was hype, man. It was like, I wish I could have recorded my reactions to that, you know what I'm saying? But I know I said this wasn't gonna be long, by the way, but this is to be expected. You guys know how I am with these sorts of things. But yeah, and then dude, like, Chihaya's like, Arata's gonna be the next one to challenge him, and then they have a scene where they're in a triangle. Tai Chi's on the steps, Arata's over here when he's coming in, and then Chihaya's like right here. They're in a triangle, and Chihaya's not even really noticing Tai Chi in that way. Like, I know what the show is doing. Like, I know they like messing with us like this and shit, but Tai Chi is using this as fuel. This man didn't even go with them back on the train. This dude went to the next possible tournament he could go to, and that's kind of what I was talking about earlier, how you can kind of tell the directions that the characters are going in. It's a little scary, like, I like it, but it's a little scary too, in a way, But great stuff with these 2 episodes of Chihaya Furu Season 3. I know I'm forgetting some bits, but just know it's the good old Chihaya Furu greatness. Like, it's phenomenal. And like I said, this is what I really love about this series. So the next thing that I watched was Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, which really the main thing I want to talk about here, because I did like the co-shine that we actually had in this episode, because there was primarily a lot of the episode was the co-shine, but also Yashiro as well, which they do a good job with all 3 of the characters, which like, I guess compared to Yashiro and Hanako, obviously hasn't got more shine, but they did give him more shine in this episode. I'm really curious kind of to see what's going to happen with Ko and his brother, especially going into like the future of the series. But just Ko saying, to Yashiro, like, I'm here for you. They kind of broke the ice about a little bit, because we only know a glimpse of Hanako's past, right? We only know a glimpse. We don't know that much, but they kind of broke the ice about that. Not with Hanako around, obviously, but Ko's like, assuring Yashiro, right, that I'm going to be there for you. So I really liked that scene. But like I was saying with Hanako's past, we don't really know a little bit. We saw, it has to be his brother, right? It has to be his brother. We saw towards the end of the episode 7. I don't want to get you guys confused because I know the newest episode's out, but yeah, there has to be a lot there. It was kind of a little tease. We also got, I think maybe we already knew though, like the whole rumors thing, but we know who's like really behind that, spreading all the rumors and whatnot. I think we did know that before, if I remember correctly, but just the teasing of showing Hanako's brother and Hanako's reaction, just how it's like he couldn't even move. Like, he was like, the look on his face, it was like, I was looking at my TV like that, like, holy shit, Hanako's getting like this? Like, this is Hanako? Like, there is a lot there that we obviously do not know yet. So I'm kind of waiting for that, which probably going to dive more into it in the next episode, maybe, or maybe they kind of diverge onto another rumor or something. I don't know, but we're starting to get somewhere, right, with Hanako, and we're only going to learn more about his past, obviously. So, but yeah, Hanako, solid episode, I have to say. The next one that I watched was Haikyuu season 4, episode 7. Kageyama, the king. The king is back, dude. That when he bursted out, you guys know what scene I'm talking about. The way they animated that was it came out of nowhere too. Like I was not expecting it to be animated like that, like the character expression and animation was just like top notch, just kind of like the snap of a finger. But I really like the development for the team here. Hinata giving him the crown, man, that was fucking amazing too. And then everybody's kind of input on it, like Suki's especially. He's like, oh, the king does have a little soft spot, or is a little boy, or whatever he said. It was something along those lines. But what came out of that is the team. Like I wouldn't consider it fighting. It's more so like everyone pitching in for the goal, right? For what it's really all about, and that's winning. But them kind of bringing that all out there and airing it out and all that with the whole team, with the whole thing with Kageyama, and them making it known, and them talking about it and giving each other kind of constructive criticism, nitpicking everyone and everything. It's only going to make these guys better as a team, So it was a good episode of Haikyuu. I know some people have been complaining about kind of what they've been doing so far with the this season, how it's been kind of slower. But if you are not liking the season, then you don't like good characters, right? You don't like character development. If you don't like this season of Haikyuu, you might want to go watch another series or something. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, honestly, because I love what they're doing with this season. And we're starting to get somewhere now, though. We're getting into some practice games. We're going to be getting into the national stuff soon. So chill out, guys. If you've been waiting for some matches and whatnot, it's coming soon. It's coming soon. But the character development, what they're doing here with the team and with the individual characters, and then all of them together, is only going to make the matches in the future way better than probably they already would be if we didn't get this character development. You know what I'm saying? But that's what makes the series so special, is the characters and all of that. So Haikyuu was great stuff. I like what they're doing. Also, some big foreshadowing for Date Tech as well. Are they going to be? I know they're freaking good, right? Maybe one of our big rivals going forward into the future. I don't know. So yeah, the next one, My Hero Academia season 4 episode 19. Honestly, I don't really have a whole lot to say about this one. Gentle and La Brava are planning to come and crash the culture festival, I guess. But besides that, really we're kind of having preparations for the cultural festival, which Bakugo on the drums. I liked Ashido's idea, with Team Snowman. That was kind of neat. And then Jiro singing. I'm loving the Jiro shine, man. I'm really loving the Jiro shine. Her singing blew everyone away. How would it not blow you away? I mean, it was beautiful. I actually wasn't expecting it to be an English vocalist, but it was. I don't know who that was. I couldn't really tell, but it was beautiful. And this episode was just kind of some build up. We also saw Eri in a school outfit, in a little school uniform, a little school dress. That was really cute. Cannot wait until she, gets to talk to everyone. Everyone gets to talk to her and cheer her up, and we're gonna see that smile. We are going to see that smile. But MHA, I don't think there's really that much worth talking about. Oh, also, actually, there is something worth talking about, and it's ironic because I watched the Heroes Rising movie and I saw the technique that Deku was kind of using or practicing at the end of this episode, and I'm like, wait, when did he get that? And then now it makes sense. It makes sense now that he has that, how he's practicing these long range kind of attacks thanks to All Might. Really was the one who guided him with this and was teaching him that. So that was another thing as well that's going to be big in the future, with fights. I mean, we did see it in Heroes Rising, although that's not right in the timeline. I guess with how the manga goes, it's kind of its own thing, but still kind of ironic, So yeah, the next one, episode 8 of Keep Your Hands Off a Zoken. I'm really, really happy for Tsubame in what happened with her parents and how her parents actually ended up coming and seeing the film and all of that, the little short anime they made for the Robot Club, which was at first people were questioning a lot of things, but something I noticed, they all shut up. They all shut up real quick, and they were all just watching this, looking up at the screen like that, and it was just great. That would have been me. I mean, that wasn't me. uh, right? Watching that play out and how they created that, it was awesome. And the one thing that Subame's parents picked out and noticed was because they're actors, we got that into that more, the character acting and expressions and character animation. So I did like that. That it seems like Subame's parents, I guess, or from now on, probably they're going to be more open to Subame kind of working with the anime and all of that. So, but besides that, I have a lot more love for the Robot Club, definitely. Especially, I think his name's Ono, the leader of the Robot Club. Just how passionate he is. Like, I love that shit. Especially when it comes to robots, because I love robots. This man is just a super, like, he is way past how I am about robots. Like, but I love it. I love the passion. I just love how he is about it. I mean, when he was on that zip line, this, like, the Robot Club definitely gave my respect, more of my respect, because I did kind of like them. They were wacky, they were quirky, but with this episode, like the cardboard robots and just how they were like all about it, man, and especially their leader. So I really liked what we had in this one. Also, another scene that I really liked, honestly, was Kanamori like kind of guiding Subame through the crowds and trying to dodge the men in black and all of that. Like that was kind of cool, like some spy type shit. I really like that too. So Eizouken, really good episode. The film that they made for the Robot Club and that a lot of people contributed to was really enjoyable. I liked what we had with it, and I wonder where we're gonna go from this point now. That maybe something bigger, because that's they started off, it was just the three of them, then they moved on to this. I feel like the next thing's going to be even bigger. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. And the last one that I watched and that we're going to talk about is Dorohedoro Episode 7. That baseball game, though, man, was just what I would expect, right, with a baseball game in Dorohedoro. It was wacky. It was great. I mean, we had Johnson stealing bases. We had Ebisu in a shark costume, which was absolutely adorable. I mean, we had like a bit of everything. Just what you would expect, like I said, with a baseball game in Dorohedoro. And I know it's just one episode, but there were actually some like things animated in here in the baseball game that I was like, man, I wish Ace of Diamond could get stuff like this. I'm mostly trolling when I say that because I know this is just part of one episode that has baseball in it, and if Ace of Diamond was just one episode, it would probably be freaking crazy. I know they don't have IG anymore, like I said, mostly trolling when I say those kinds of things, but yeah, the baseball game was absolutely, it was fun. I mean, we had blood, we had just crazy shit going on, you know what I mean? Like the old man got blasted in the face, I think it was, his dentures came out, like when Nikaido hit that ball, Kaiman was hitting dingers out of the park, we had Matsumura even there. I was like, what the hell? And then it turns out they made him like, leave it to Kasukabe, by the way, made him into some like robot zombie type thing, which, yeah, I mean, like I said, we had literally freaking everything when it came to this baseball game, and it was highly enjoyable. I loved what we had with it, but there wasn't really anything there, I guess, that contributed necessarily to the main plot. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing, the mystery with Kaiman, right? It was more so just to sit back, relax, enjoy, and have some fun with a baseball game with a lot of the characters we fuck with. And that's exactly what we got with that. I did not expect to see Johnson around and being like an ally and hanging out with us and all of that, but leave it to Kasukabe, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got Johnson in the mix now. But, yeah, I like what we had there. But like I was saying, the main, like, thing contributing to the plot here, though, that we got in this episode is Ebisu's magic, apparently, which is like lizard transformation, which we saw what it did to Noi, and we saw what Ebisu did at the end of the freaking episode to Matsumura, right? And Fujita was so like hyped about that, you know, like getting Matsumura back and being able to revive him, and then look how that went to shit. Everything goes to shit for Fujita. I kind of feel bad for him at this point. Like I really do, honestly. Like, I mean, this man was like had the great idea, by the way, in the baseball game of like using his magic, and then look what happened to like the poor dude. Like like I said, I know I keep saying like I said, but I feel bad for Fujita. I kind of do. But Ebisu's magic, was this the magic that actually turned Kaiman into a lizard? Is it something else? Ebisu seems to remember actually what the man said to her, or just remembers that there was a man inside Kaiman's head. They kind of cut it off there where there was like you're, so we don't know if the person or whatever inside Kaiman said you're the one or you're not the one, or whatever. They didn't give us the rest of that. But if this is actually Ebisu's magic, like the lizard transformation is how Kaiman became what he is now, then is there a way to get him back, kind of like how they did with Noi? I forget what the dude's name was. Another weird ass dude though that N went to. I think it was Chota. I think the dude's name was like Chota or something. But whatever his name was, he was crazy. And what else would you expect from Dorohedoro? But they actually got Noi turned back to how she was before, after she had turned into a lizard and duked it out with Shin, which was very graphic and very like, I was like, oh my god, like this was actually one of the harder things I've had to watch in Dorohedoro, and there's been a lot of things like that. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out though, because if they turn Noi back, shouldn't they be able to turn Kaiman back? I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, I think that's about all I wanted to talk about with these episodes. Like I said, I will have reactions for Ace of Diamond, Hanako, and Isekai Quartet Season 2 coming out. I didn't include them, obviously, in this video. So be out on the lookout for that, excuse me. And then we should be caught up with all of that, and then shouldn't have any problems going forward until I'm in Anime Expo again in the summer. Then I'm going to have to do some catching up at that point. I don't know what I'm going to do then. Maybe I'm not watching as much in that season. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We're looking into the future now. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of these episodes and kind of my thoughts, or like my favorite moments of them. I'm sorry that I did not put out reactions to the episodes, but it was just too much, man. It was just too much, and I wanted to kind of catch up as quickly as I could and not just have more episodes to be thrown on top of me with the weekend coming and all of that. So yeah, that about does it. Let me know, like I said, what you guys thought of everything in this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.